is my great honor to introduce the Mayor of Bodrum, Mr. Ahmet Aras, to start the program.
The Secretary General of World Tourism Forum Institute and former Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization, dear Mr. Taleb Rifai, members of European Parliament, Deputy Minister of Tourism Nadir Alpaslan, Ministers of Tourism from Niger, Malawi, Gabon, Chad, and Azerbaijan. Also, Vice Chairman of Cumhuriyet Halk Partisi, People's Republican Party, Bülent Kuşoğlu, Ambassadors, Secretary General of German Exporters Assembly, Secretaries General of the 8 countries, Secretaries General of Black Sea region, Chairman of Works Council, Russian-Turkish Chairman Ahmet Palankuev, Chairman of Tourism Agency of Kazakhstan, Governor of Muğla Orhan Tavlı, Deputies of Muğla, District Governor Bekir Yılmaz, Deputy Director of Development Agency of Turkey Elif Balcı Füsunoğlu, also Hollywood Director Bobby Rhodes. Welcome to Bodrum. Ladies and gentlemen, I respectfully greet all you. I wish the Global Tourism Forum, which we host as the first this year, and which was actualized with the contributions of our Minister, Mr. Mehmet Nuri Ersoy, to be beneficial for our country and the whole world tourism. Today, we are hosting the administrators and representatives of the world's leading organizations in Bodrum Peninsula, which is famous for its 3,500-year history, natural beauties, and unique architecture that it has inherited from ancient civilizations. I would like to welcome all our guests who honored the forum with their participation to Bodrum and Turkey. Dear participants, Anatolian lands have been one of the important routes of travelers and those who want to lead a settled life since the early ages. Muğla, being one of the oldest settlements of the ancient Karya region, remained under Karya, Egypt, Scythian, Assyrian, Dor, Med, Persian, Macedonian, Roman, Byzantine dominations, respectively. In 1284, it came under the sovereignty of the Turks, its eternal owners. Muğla, which also includes Bodrum, with its characteristic features, increases its attraction for domestic and foreigner tourists. Tourists describe our region as heaven on earth and place of beauties to meet. In addition to its natural resources, Turkey is a strong country in terms of tourism opportunities and moreover rich in alternative tourism opportunities with its historical features and human resources created by societies from the past to present. Therefore, the effects of the tourism sector are felt in both economic and social areas. Policies aimed at increasing the competitiveness of tourism sector, utilizing its potential and getting a larger share from tourism revenue in Turkey are increasingly becoming a priority. Dear guests, the pandemic, which has affected the whole world in the last year and a half, has created a great change and transformation in the tourism industry. The most striking effect of this transformation was undoubtedly digital migration now people are thinking of continuing their businesses and social lives as digital nomads. Our data shows that there are more than 17 million employees identified as digital nomads. Again, the same data shows 70% of those digital nomads are women, and these workers work more than 40 hours a week. Digital nomads, which are predicted to be 50 million in the near future, will take a much more place in our lives in this new process, which is defined as the new normal. The actors of business life, defined as digital nomads, will also become a very important element of the tourism sector. Dear participants, Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, and more are among the countries that benefit the most from the cultural diversity, rich natural life, cheap living standards, hospitality, and simplicity of government procedures, and the added value created by digital nomads in the tourism sector. Turkey in general, and Bodrum in particular, has many opportunities such as rich cultural diversity, hospitality, rich historical heritage, and unique natural beauties. The only thing we need for the rapid adaptation of Turkey and Bodrum to the concept of digital nomads in the tourism sector is the facilitation of the state procedure. How lucky we are to have a minister from within the industry. I believe that our minister will provide cooperation and coordination between the central government and local government for the necessary arrangements. Dear guests, during this new normal, Bodrum will determine and meet both the business trends of digital nomads and the holiday trends of domestic and foreign tourists. Bodrum will be an important destination for those who will adopt the changing understanding of doing business, digital nomadism, and safe holidays in these days when we are having a slight transition process into the new normal. Through this process, Bodrum can meet the expectations of people with its features of being away from the crowded city life, calmness, nature, intertwined with historical textures, and with its award-winning ports and marinas. It has the equipment to build business and leisure together and meet all demands. In addition, it will be a very important center for a safe holiday, with a land ambulance, sea ambulance, air ambulance, 3 fully equipped hospitals, and sufficient bed capacity, developed health infrastructure, and travel insurance, which is to be expanded. With the pandemic, summer-winter tourism has been revived in Bodrum and all over the world. Dear participants, Bodrum population tripled with the pandemic. Our aim is to adapt to these new conditions and to keep tourism alive in Bodrum for 12 months by strengthening all the infrastructure. We believe that we can reach our goal of 2.5 million tourists and $5 billion revenue. We are working to this end. Dear guests, Bodrum has its own unique culture, history, identity, and texture. There is a management approach that has internalized the culture of democracy and universal democratic values and operates all the rules of democracy. Everyone in Bodrum are free to live as they wish, embrace their faith freely as they should. No one is marginalized because of their dissimilarities of lifestyle. There is respect for history, memories, democracy, and differences in Bodrum. The 1,000-year-old tolerance of Anatolia lives in Bodrum. In Bodrum, people, soil, air, water, all colors of life are treated respectfully. We are also aware that especially European-based tourists come here to see and experience Turkey's and Bodrum's respect for modern values. We believe that Bodrum deserves a respectable place in the European and World Tourism League with all the values. That's why we aim to make Bodrum an exemplary brand city in the field of globalization by making Bodrum known globally. With its gastronomy, biodiversity, agrotourism, nature tourism, unique natural and cultural heritage, and people who glorify universal values. In all our works, we will make Bodrum a center of attraction as a whole. We have the motivation to turn it into a city of globalization with sustainable projects that will provide measurable benefits in social, cultural, and economic development. In other words, we can turn Bodrum into a brand that is the best example of globalization by establishing a new world that we will create Bodrum mixture of globalization and localization in Bodrum. Bodrum, which attracts the attention of the world with each passing day, will be the place where international economic forums, tourism forums like that, major sports organizations, and congress are held. With this potential, Bodrum will provide a very serious foreign exchange income to the country's economy and will be the largest and most magnificent window of our country to the world. We want to bring Bodrum to an international dimension with various events in order to highlight the attraction elements in Bodrum, create new attraction areas, and attract investors and tourists from home and abroad. We aim to make Bodrum the Blue Davos. Again, we aim to make Bodrum the Blue Davos of the world by breaking a new ground with Global Tourism Forum we organized for this purpose. To everyone who supported and contributed to this organization and valuable participants, I would also like to thank once again before you the esteemed executives who make efforts for the strengthening and growth of Turkey. I greet with you respect. Have Turkey in your mind and Bodrum in your heart. Stay healthy.